How are y'all doing? My name's Colin and you're watching Classy Herps. Alright, so first off I apologize that the video's shaky. I can't use my tripod right now because I'm using it for other things. But I have a big video for you guys here today because this weekend was Labor Day weekend. I guess Monday's Labor Day, but the Sunday before Labor Day or something like that weekend is always the only Reptile Expo I ever get the chance to go to. And it was awesome this year. It was awesome. Usually I get a lot of animals, and this year was no exception, but this year was a little different, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't get any video from the expo, but I'm going to show you guys what I got now. Okay, so today I'm going to start out with the ball pythons, because I know you guys all love the ball pythons. And this right here is a very unique snake. New addition to my collection. Probably the most expensive snake I have. Now, so this is actually a 3-gene animal. It's a female. She weighs 73 grams. And it is a Mojave honeybee. And a honeybee is just a ghost spider. So it's a 3-gene animal, Mojave ghost spider. Look at her head pattern there. It's just really cool. And if you've ever seen a normal honeybee, you know that Mojave in her really cleans it up and yellows it out. It's just absolutely beautiful. So, you know, I don't really have any names for it yet. Any suggestions, please leave them below. But I did get this on purpose because this is a girl. And if you guys remember, last year I bought a snake similar to this girl. And it is this snake right here. This is a butter ghost. And I bought this as a female, hoping that I could breed it to the male that I got earlier that year. And that was him. This is Scott, my butter het ghost. I was hoping that these two would be able to breed, hopefully make something cool. I've always wanted to produce a leucistic, so butter to butter can do that. And this one right here turned out to be a male, so I still needed a female, and man, I had my mind set on that. So I finally went out, and Mojave and butter also make leucistic, but now I have like 3 other genes in play, and it is just a top-of-the-line project. But hopefully I can get her up to size, and we can get her breeding. But yeah, any name suggestions, please leave them below. But yeah, just amazing. If you guys want pictures, comment. Alright guys, the thing I love about reptile shows is that you never know what you're going to expect. And today was definitely not, no different. This is the first ever one I've ever seen like this. You guys know what you're looking at right here. This is an albino paradox. It's fairly heavily paradoxed. You can see its head just marked up with the black. Those are paradox markings. For those who don't know, there's also her paradox marking, and there's a little spot on her tail. Rest of her body is clean albino. But like I was saying, for those who don't know, paradox marking is still, there's very little known about it. It's not a genetic thing. Like, she has no better chance of producing paradox babies with these paradox markings than any other snake. Any snake can produce them, and it's really totally at random. But every now and then, and it is fairly rare, every now and then we have snakes, and it's not only an albino, it can happen in absolutely any snake. They just randomly come out with these black spots on them, and no one really knows why. It's not a genetic thing, it's just plain weird. But when it happens, it's pretty much considered a treasure snake. It's a gem. It's a one-of-a-kind. It truly is a one-of-a-kind, because these markings can be anywhere on the snake, and it's never going to be the same. So this snake is completely individual. It's very unique. So she was only $600. I think that was a great price. It's a girl. It's albino. I don't really have any albino projects. I simply bought it as a show animal just because I really wanted to. I thought it was a great way to finish off my ball python collection, and so I only bought these 2 ball pythons this year, and so I just decided to go big or go home. It was quality over quantity this year. In the past, it's been almost the other way around. We've had some quality snakes, but a lot more of them. But she is just absolutely beautiful. A fine addition to the collection. Any name suggestions on her too would be really nice. Alright, so it's hard to get an angle at this guy, but what you're looking at there is African bullfrog. And he's not fully grown, but not exactly a baby. Like, there's my hand. He's not as big as my palm. He's really, he's cool. The camera, it's kind of hard to get sight. He looks small on the camera compared to my hand, but really, he's really huge. I wouldn't want to take a bite from him. He can eat adult dubia roaches, if that says anything, with no problem. But yeah, he is huge. I was told that he can eat 30 dubia roaches, which I don't know about that. But I just got him in this 20-gallon cage with a nice water bowl. Probably get some plants in it. But yeah, he's chilling. He's already ate a few roaches, and I don't really have any names for him either. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with him. But I've always wanted a giant frog, and for those who remember back in my Reptilian Kid channel days, I did have an albino Pac-Man frog, because I wanted a big frog, but he died. That was Albert, and so now I got this one, and it's not a baby, so pretty good chance he's gonna live. But pretty cool. You probably won't see much of him because he doesn't do much but sit there. Might make a feeding video, but yeah, so this is probably one of the few times you'll ever get to see this fella, but he's really cool. Alright, so this guy blends in really well, but this is a crested gecko. I'm not going to pick him up because he was having some issues coming home. I think he's really stressed out. But no, actually it's a girl. It's a girl, so she still has her tail intact. Two of my others don't. But yeah, she's really pretty. I think it's an orange harlequin. Yeah, see, I don't want to mess with her very much. She seems really stressed. But she's the same color as her log. That's crazy. Yeah, so I'm just gonna let her go hide, do whatever she wants to do. But any name suggestions, again, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Alright, now this is what I'm really excited about. This is probably my new favorite animal. I realize this is really terribly set up, but it's temporary for a week. I'll explain that later. But this is my new... It's a new little tortoise. It's a Greek golden tortoise. And his name is Paul. And he is awesome. He is just... I just fell in love with him when I saw him. Just fell in love with him. He's... I think they said he's about 2 months old. I just absolutely love this little guy. This is Paul. I love his belly. I don't know if that's normal. The black marking. And he probably doesn't like being held like that. He doesn't... I love him because he doesn't care about anything. He just lives life. I wish everyone was like Paul. He just doesn't care. I mean, look at him. He just doesn't care. He'll fall asleep on us if I stop moving. Look at the little guy. I just thought he was amazing, so I think he was $200, but I didn't even care about a price. I just had to get him. Yeah, Paul's taking a nap now, so yeah, don't expect too much out of Paul. I love his colors. He's just the perfect tortoise. And if anyone knows anything about tortoises, you will know that these Greek tortoises do not get very big, which is awesome because honestly, I don't think anyone can take care of a full-grown sulcata tortoise, which I don't know why they're the most popular tortoise in the pet trade, because they get absolutely giant, and no one has the space unless you live, I don't know, unless you live on open land. No one has a space to keep a full-grown sulcata tortoise, because they just get absolutely huge. These guys get about the same size as a helmet, which is definitely, you can take care of one, in a 40-gallon tank, so... yeah, I'll talk about his living conditions in a next video. But for now, Paul is just chilling, and I love him. Yeah, it's a really happy time. I love his colors. He's just a nice tan. I'm not really sure if he'll stay like that or not, but I like to be gentle with him. He doesn't really seem to be scared at all. He's just kind of Paul, you know? He's just Paul. I hope you guys like him too. I'll probably be with him for a while. The camera is just picking up really cool. You're on the roach tub right now. But I'm gonna put Paul back up in his cage. Right, Paul? Yeah, buddy. Focus on your face. I've always wanted a tortoise. Alright guys, so that's gonna wrap it up for me this week, and we have the Chinese water dragon behind us again. He's back there. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like him. He's pretty cool. But yeah, so next week, not to give away any surprises or anything, but I am here, so you guys can get ready. I'm gonna be hosting a contest next week, so I'm gonna start that. And it's going to be a really big contest. It's going to be big. I've already told myself that, so it's going to be big. Because I'm going to have real prizes, not just little YouTube prizes. They're going to be real prizes, physical prizes that I can send you guys. I haven't picked out, but I'm not going to give that away yet. So make sure you watch next week's video, because this is going to be a big contest. Alright, I will see you guys next week, hopefully. And until then, you've been watching Classy Herps.